All right, gang, welcome to your Wednesday workout. So for your warm-up today, we're gonna start with 10 split squats. So all I want you to do is set up in a nice lunge position, keep this shin vertical, bring that knee down, drive back up, squeeze your butt in the back, and we're gonna do 5 on one side, 5 on the other. As soon as you're done with that, we're going to get into a glute bridge. We're gonna add a little bit of a reach and a stretch to this. So our average or standard glute bridge, we reach up here, squeezing our butt at the top. So that's part of the movement. Additionally, one arm is gonna reach, one is going to slide under, and you're gonna drive that hip up, reaching, squeezing, and back down, switching sides, reach, squeeze, switch sides, reach, squeeze at the top. As soon as I know 10 of those alternating, we're going to set up for some scaled handstand push-ups, knees, toes, or if you have a wall we can use, setting up here, head to ground, drive through, head to ground, drive through. 5 of those total. As soon as you know that, we are doing a 1-minute run or we can do a minute of jumping jacks or our lateral hops. Okay.
Alright gang, so today we are doing butt stuff for your strength portion. We're going to superset 2 movements, the first one being 14 dumbbell frog pumps. So if you have not done these, they're similar to hip thrusts or glute bridges, except the placement of your feet is different. So you're going to actually come into the equivalent of like a butterfly sit-up with your feet, or bound angle if y'all do wrong WOD. Now the closer you can get your heels to your hips, the better. Some of you may not be as flexible, your feet may be out here, but try to pull them in as close as you can. You're gonna have a dumbbell or a kettlebell on your lap, and then just like a hip thrust or a glute bridge, you're gonna bridge up, squeeze your butt at the top, 1, 2, lower down, back up, 1, 2, keeping your pelvis tucked, 1, 2, so not relaxing at the bottom, keeping your pelvis tucked, keeping your lower back flat. You're gonna do 14, immediately into 20 dumbbell split squats. You can hold this dumbbell however you want, like a goblet, behind your head, whatever. You're gonna step back, and we're gonna stay here for 10, just like you did in the warm-up, except now we're weighted. That front knee should not push forward. Once you've done 10, you're gonna switch and do 10 on the opposite side, isolating your glute. On the way down, you should feel the glute of the foot that is forward. On the way up, squeeze the opposite cheek. 20 total, 4 rounds of both. That's your strength.
All right, gang, so today for your workout, what we have is a running clock. So from the start of your clock at 0 to the 5-minute mark, you have that amount of time to complete the following: 21, 15, 9, single arm thrusters and burpees. So again, those single arm thrusters all the way down, driving all the way overhead. You can switch whenever you'd like on these, either overhead or bringing it back down, switching arms and starting. 21 of those burpees to standard, making sure chest to ground, extending your hip, getting a nice little clap. You don't have to reach for the ceiling, but get a nice little jump in hip extension. So get as far as you can. If you do not finish, we will take down your score at the 5-minute mark. Regardless, at the 5-minute mark, everyone moves on to the following. From 5 to 10 minutes, we have 21, 15, 9, kettlebell deadlifts, and handstand push-ups. So, kettlebell deadlift, setting up with the kettlebell between your feet in that hinge position, vertical shin, boom, extending, right back down for 21 reps. Then immediately into, if you need to scale on a chair or box, our 21 handstand push-ups. Then, at the 10-minute mark, moving on regardless of where you were at. Last one, from 10 minutes on to completion, we are doing 14 single arm dumbbell overhead squats and a 200-meter run or 60 seconds in place, jumping jack, ski jumps, 3 rounds of that. So for our single arm overhead squat, boom, getting that dumbbell overhead, and again, 14 reps. So would love to see you do 7 on one, 7 on the other, and that 200-meter run or 1 minute of cardio. Cool? That's your workout.